Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another video, and this is another complete Auto World series video. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know this is a regular sort of series on the channel. As soon as I complete an Auto World series, meaning that I get all the regular cars and all of the Ultra Red Chase cars in a Auto World series, I do a video when I get the last one. So this is the last one I needed that you're looking at right here. This is the 2012 Ford Mustang Boss 302 Laguna Seca, and this is Auto World 2020 Release 3. I actually picked this car up maybe about a month ago now, but still, as you can tell, since we're doing a 2020 release and we're already near the end of 2021, that it took me a while to complete this series. Now, the thing is, I am a bit patient with these. Some of these series take me longer than others. For some reason, this Mustang took a while for me to get. It was going for quite a premium on eBay, and then finally I got one at a price that I could agree with. So, we're going to open this one last. It is actually the last one in the series of 6 cars. As you can see right here, it is number 6. As usual, this is on the version A card, and of course these Ultra Reds do not matter whether they're on version A or version B cards for the store-bought releases. It's the same Ultra Red car. So we're going to go over each one in the series, each Ultra Red. We'll talk about the Ultra Red traits, and we'll talk about how limited each vehicle is. Quick look around the card. This is the only one I got carded. The rest of these are going to be already opened up. There's a quick look there. Pretty cool. So here's everything in the series. Lots of trucks in this series. So 3 trucks and a Jeep before we get to a car. So pretty interesting. So they're going to set this aside, and we'll start out with number 1 in the series, which was a truck, of course. This is the 2018 Ford F-150. And this is version A in Abyss Gray Metallic. This is limited to 10,816 pieces, so quite a few of these made by Auto World standards. It's a very interesting color for this truck. I've seen them in real life. They look okay. I don't know if I'd ever buy a truck necessarily in this color, but it is a factory of color, of course, as all the Auto World releases usually are. Of course, opening hood on this casting. This also has an opening tailgate. Very, very heavy, chunky metal tooling. A nice one from Auto World. Not too bad. Of course, the Ford F-150, still like the best-selling vehicle in the U.S., I believe year over year over year over year. So here it is in Abyss Gray, and then the next one, version B. This actually looks pretty stunning in person, this color, in Race Red. It is a bright, bright red, and it looks pretty good here in 1/64 scale. Of the 2 colors, if I was going to buy one for my personal vehicle, I don't know, I guess it would be kind of hard. I don't know if I'd want something as loud as this red color. Maybe I would go with the gray, but not a bad look, either one. And then we have the Ultra Red Chase vehicle. Oh, by the way, the Race Red one is limited to 11,056, so there's more of those of the version B than there are the version A. Here's the Ultra Red. So Ultra Red traits. Now the traits for these Ultra Reds are going to be for each one of these in the release. They're all going to have these same traits. So for this particular release, we got some obvious things. White tires. Not a colored base, just the white tires. Ultra Red body, which is a staple of an Ultra Red, of course. So that beautiful ruby red color. And then white interior on this one. And I don't think there's anything else. Maybe there's a white. You always got to check under the hood, because sometimes they do pull white engines in here as well. But not in this release. So the Ultra Red, if we're going on 3% of the total production, we estimate there to be about 656 of these Ultra Reds out there of this Chase vehicle. So that's number 1. Number 2, of course, we get another truck, and here is the 2019 Chevy Silverado Custom Trail Boss. In version A, we get a Cajun red metallic, limited to 11,104 pieces. Now, very, very close to an ultra red color, this Cajun red metallic. In fact, I'm sure many of people were fooled by it on the pegs. It is very, very close to the ultra red color. Of course, we're going to see the ultra red in just a moment here. Again, it's another truck casting from Auto World. It's all metal, very, very heavy, lots of material here. Really, really cool version of this truck. And of course, these are also going to have an opening hood, some detail in there that you probably can't see very well because it's all black in there. And then, of course, a tailgate that opens as well. This one doesn't really want to say shut all that well. Not a very common problem with these, but this one tends to have it. And then they made the same amount of version B of this one. 11,104 pieces of it in this pearl, iridescent pearl color, or lack of color, or whatever. All white. It looks pretty good in this white color. Very, very nice. Pearl white. If I was to get the real truck, I'd probably get it in this white color over the red. Just something striking about white vehicles with black rims that I think is just a great combination. A lot of people enjoy that combo. So, of course, all the details, everything is there. And then, of course, then we get the Ultra Red. So it's going to have the same sort of traits here. The one thing that you'll notice, of course, is, well, actually, I was just looking. You always got to try to look to, I believe these also go after the version A of the vehicle, which is not obvious on the F-150. It's not obvious on this one either. But as you'll notice, this color is very, very similar. But it is a bit lighter in hue. A little bit brighter color than the Cajun Red. And, of course, the white interior. And then, of course, the white tires are what really gives it away, that it's a chase. This one is estimated to be limited to 666 number of production on this Ultra Red, 666. Yeah. So, anyway, there you go. There it is. White tires, looking pretty good. So, yeah. So, again, Ultra Reds typically are going to have the same traits, and they're also going to have the traits of one of the versions of the car, either the version A or the version B, or truck, whatever in this case. And it's not apparent on this one, I don't think, yeah, these don't even have a plate on them. What does the Ford have? The Ford has a plate, Race U. Does it say Race U? Yeah. Oh, so the red one is Race U, it has in the back here, this red Ford. The gray one has Abyss on the plate. So the Ultra Red has Abyss on the plate. And again, that's not going to matter whether you find it on a version A or a version B card. That will tell you that these go after the version A of the vehicle. For this particular one, it really makes no difference that I can tell. So there's that. And then, of course, the fan favorite in almost any Auto World release nowadays is a square body Chevy. And in this one, we get the 1978 Chevy K10 Silverado. They made the most of this one, of course. This particular one is 18,808 pieces. It is the standard kind of square body tooling, of course, on a lifted chassis. And, of course, we get the same, opening hood, and again an opening tailgate as well. So pretty cool piece here. Here's the plate. You can look at that. I think it's what does it say there? Can we focus high enough? And it looks pretty awesome. They also did an Auto World store exclusive of this basic truck, except with an Auto World logo on the side of it that is very limited. And they released that about the same time as this was released. Anyway, a really cool version of this in black with a red stripe. So, midnight black with a red stripe. but not as cool looking, I don't think, as the version B. The version B is a beautiful color. This is in bright blue iridescent, limited to 15,808 pieces. So quite a few less. 3,000 less of these out there. And a really cool looking truck. This one also has high enough on the license plate. Same plate as the red one. I just really love the color of this particular release. It's a very, very nice metallic blue and just looks great. And I love these big, fat tires, huge sidewalls, these off-road tires. All right, then we get the Ultra Red. So the Ultra Red, of course, you got your white tires, you got your white interior, you got your Ultra Red body, and then, of course, it's going to take after the version A vehicle, which is why you have a red stripe across the side instead of a white one. Very, very cool. So this particular one is limited then to 828 pieces. Estimated. I'm estimating that just based on, 3% of total production. If it's exactly that, that's what it's going to be for the store releases. It is important to note, if you're collecting the hobby releases of these Ultra Reds and hobby releases of Square Bodies and other Auto World releases, they don't necessarily follow that 3% rule. They're closer to 2%. And the reason is just because of the way that they are packaged. So typically they're going to be, out of every 48 cars, you'll have one chase, and that's as far as I know. And I know that may not have stayed the same over the years, but that is what is common now. So the store releases are the Ultra Red, the chases are much more common than hobby releases, at least by a whole percent. So very, very cool looking truck there, right? Looks nice. I like it. And then next we get the Jeep. So there you go. The Jeep Wrangler, 2018 Jeep Wrangler, JK Unlimited Sport 4-door. Nice casting from Auto World. Again, all metal, of course, with the rubber tires. And of course, we get an opening hood on this one as well. Some detail in there. This one's in bright white. This is limited to 10,960 pieces. And by the way, because you might be confused, you might be like, well, why are the different cars limited to a different amount if they're all in the same series? Well, because these are also available in straight packs to hobby dealers, meaning a hobby dealer can order, big cases full of just this Jeep or just the Chevy Silverado or, just whatever car they want in this series. So since they are available in straight packs, they are produced in different numbers depending on what they think the demand is going to be for those packs. This casting is also nice because it also has a full-size spare on the back, complete with the rubber tire and the rim from the actual vehicle. So that is pretty cool. Bright white, and then version B is purple metallic. And they made more of this one, actually. 11,506 of the purple metallic one, so they thought this purple metallic one would be more popular than the white one. Pretty cool. So, what are we going to see in the Ultra Red? So, the big difference, I think, between these two, aside from the standard body color, right, is going to be that this has black rims. This one has, like, the silver or gray rims. So, your Ultra Red, of course, is going to have the gray rims, and then of course the white tires, the white interior, and that's specific to this release, right? So not all releases, if you're new to Auto World, have white tires. Not all releases are going to have white interiors for the chases. Some of them will have colored bases. They switch up the traits from release to release. That's important to note because I see a lot of chatter on the Facebook every now and then where someone's like, is this a chase? And people are like, no, it can't be a chase, it doesn't have a white base. Well, that's completely false, because depending on the release, it won't have a colored base. Some of the releases don't have any colored tires. So they switch the traits up from release to release, so you need to know what to look for in each release. But the one thing they usually keep consistent, of course, is the Ultra Red color of the body. And if you know how to spot that, you can pretty much spot any Ultra Red. So this chase then, doing our math, is going to be limited to about 660 pieces. And that is your number 4 in the series, the Jeep Wrangler. So pretty cool. And then next we get this one. So now we're to a vehicle, a car. A car. Not a Jeep, not a truck, right? All right, so 1962 Chevrolet Impala SS Convertible. This particular one is version A in satin silver poly, limited to 10,312 pieces. It looks really good in this color, actually, with a nice red interior. This casting has been around for a while. They do it in both a convertible and a hardtop version. Nice detail in there. Just a pretty nice looking car overall. It's actually quite good. This is probably a kind of a sleeper. I think a lot of people, when they picked up these sets of Auto World, might have left this one on the pegs, but you know, looking at it now in this video, blurry because we're out of focus, it's actually a very, very nice looking release of this car. I actually quite like it. And then version B is really good too. It is in gloss black with a red interior, and that looks really good. So there it is in gloss black. Just a really nice look for this car. 13,552 pieces on this Impala SS. And, you know, I like it. I think it looks really good with the red line tires, the red interior, the chrome caps in the center of those rims look really good. Of course, the opening hood again, just really, really good looking car. So very, very nice. One of these days I need to get out all my black Auto World cars and do a video for that. It'd be quite the video. They do a lot of their vehicles in gloss black eventually, because pretty much every real car is available in black. So it makes sense to at least release them in black at some point in time. So yeah. And then of course we got the Ultra Red Chase, and here it is. Kind of an oddity with this one, of course, because the interior's white, the wheels are white, the body is ultra red. You don't get the red line tires. I wish they would have done the red line tires on the white. I think that would have been really cool to do, but they did not do it. It's just a solid white tire. And then the only differentiating factor, of course, between the, you know, it being from version A or version B or whatever, taken after those traits, is it does the version A because it doesn't have the black rims. It has the silver and chrome rims. Pretty decent looking ultra red. These are limited to 716 pieces. So very cool car. Very, very cool. I need to do an ultra red video again sometime soon where I show all my ultra reds. You know, I needed the black video, and should also do the ultra red video. Again, it'd be massive. It would take forever to go through them all. I have a lot of them. All right, last but definitely not least in this series is this 2012 Mustang, Ford Mustang Boss 302 Laguna Seca. This first one in version A in black, limited to 10,312 pieces. Really cool release of this Mustang. This is an early casting from Auto World. One of the first toolings. What is the tooling number on this? Well, it's tooling number 11. They released a bunch of toolings in the beginning, but this is one of the first like premium toolings. One of the early ones anyway. It was in licensed premium. Release 1 was the first release of this casting. So it's been around for a while, but only been released a couple times. I think this is only like the third set of these that has been released. So really cool. Looks great in this special edition, like Laguna Seca paint job. Just kind of wild. I actually like it. Some people think it's ugly. I think it looks really cool. It looks really cool in black. but I think it looks almost even better in the version B in silver. This silver with the red accents all over it look really cool. So again, we get an opening hood, of course, with this casting, and it just looks fantastic. We do have a plate on this one. I think it just says El Seca. Yeah, both of them it does. So this is another one I don't think you're really going to be able to differentiate version A, version B traits on the Ultra Red, right? I'm trying to look for a difference other than the body color, which I don't think there really is much. So let's take a look. So the Ultra Red, it's limited to 709 pieces. It's right here. We're going to go ahead and free the piece on this thing and let it join the rest of the series in my MASCAR display case where I keep all my Auto World. And this thing limited to 709 pieces finally joins the collection. We got a wheel, a tire off the rim. Fix that real quick. Wonderful, easy fix. And there it is. So of course, Ultra Red body, white tires, white interior. And it would be after the version A of the car, but with this one there really is no differences. And I think it looks really cool in Ultra Red too. Some people don't like the white tires. I am definitely in that camp. I'm not a huge fan of the white tires on chases, but you know, as we go, I've kind of grown to enjoy it a little bit. So, not bad. I think they look better than the red tires when they do those. And that is it for this series. Should we take a little group photo of the Ultra Reds? Take a look at them all together. Kind of tall guys in front here with these trucks. And let's just take a quick peek here. Looks pretty good. So there you have it. That is 2020 Release 3. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments down below. Do you like this recent release of Auto World? Do you think it's a strong Auto World release? It's been out for a while now. Did you pick it up? Do you have the whole set? Did you get all the regulars? Did you get any of the Ultra Reds? Let me know what you did. And, of course, check out the Auto World playlist for a lot more of these videos. And more to come. All right. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And you guys have a great day.